Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my soul siblings. This is for the collective 111, and I am here with another tarot reading for you. And I'm excited because this is going to be a reading for 2024. And hopefully you guys have seen the 4 different crystals that I have chosen. I did a little mini preview of each of these about a couple weeks ago. And so if you haven't seen those, be sure to check that out in the description box to learn more about these crystals and see if you might be interested in picking one of these for one of your piles. But here I will also introduce them to you as well. The first one we have for pile number 1 is the yellow Aventurine. Super gorgeous. The next one we have is Cerussite, which this is one piece, but it ended up breaking, but still ridiculously powerful. So this is the Cerussite, again for pile number 2. The next one here is Dioptase, which is so gorgeous. And that's for pile number 3. And the last one is Tanzanite for pile number 4. So here are all of your options that you have before you. I did look at one of the polls that I did, and looks like some of you might be interested in having these connected to your zodiac sign. So I am going to go ahead and do that for you as well. I'm going to put these up here for the time being, and we will go ahead and assign some signs here for you zodiac signs, and you guys can choose either your sun, your moon, or your rising. You can feel free to do so. I am choosing from this little ball right here. So for pile number 1, feeling this one, we've got Virgo, Sagittarius, Leo. So Virgo, Sagittarius, and Leo on pile number 1. Let's see what we have for pile number 2. We have Capricorn, and this one here, Pisces. Awesome. And Libra for pile number 2. For pile number 3, let's see, feeling this one, Aquarius. Okay. Yep. Taurus here. And Cancer. Awesome. So the last ones here are Scorpio, Gemini, and Aries. So for those who love to pick by their signs, these are available for you. Below, you can either choose by your sun, your moon, or your rising, or you can just go with the one that you're drawn to. I know for me, sometimes multiple piles will kind of stand out to me, whether it's the actual cards or the actual deck, whether it's the crystal, or if it is by the sign. Either way, it's just fine. Go with whatever your heart is telling you to do for this time. But whatever way you choose, I will meet you in the description box below, and click your pile, and I will see you soon. Hello, hello, pile number one. It's so exciting to have you for this reading here. If you did end up picking by your signs, there were Virgo, Sagittarius, and Leo. But again, remember, if you didn't pick by your signs, that's totally fine. You always want to go with your intuition. And you picked the beautiful yellow Aventurine here. And we'll keep this up here just for a reminder. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and that should kind of help us orient ourselves for what 2024 will bring for you, pile number one. And what I'll do is I'll end up clarifying with a few different oracle cards, and we'll just see what ends up happening. So remember, if you've gotten this far, to like and subscribe for all the different readings that you receive. If you like this channel, ooh, one more. Well, this one seems to jump out right now. So the first represented is the Celtic cross. In the middle, this is you. I am feeling like this is actually upside down. So right now, it may feel like pile number one that things are kind of just falling apart in front of you. There's kind of a feel like things are all over the place right now. Even trying to play it safe. What I kind of get here is this scarcity thinking, feeling like, things are constricting. What I kind of envision is this circle that's kind of encircling you, something that's feels like it's constricting you, like almost like a snake that is, kind of wrapped around you. You feel bound right now, and this is kind of the energy that you're feeling right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's and honestly, because of that, yeah, you're not wanting to make any moves at all, and which is quite understandable. Like sometimes that's what ends up happening. Ooh, that comes out. So this is the challenge that's coming out for you. Ooh, strength. Maybe you're feeling weak right now. Pile number one. You have this fear of the unknown, and right now you feel like you don't have the strength to move on, and because of you feeling like you have this lack of strength, yeah, you feel like you need to play it safe right now. And that's kind of where you are before you're coming into this 2024. Maybe you're feeling afraid and not really recognizing the strength that may be within you. So let's see what is on your main conscious. Oh, that's too many. In your main consciousness, we have, oh, look at this. So it looks like there's going to be a new job or a promotion with the Ace of Pentacles. That's going to be in your consciousness coming in for 2024. It's going to give you that stability and prosperity, which is a huge difference from where you've been feeling right now. So that's super exciting. Let's see what's coming up below. So like in the unconscious, so when we do the Celtic cross, it's as above, so below. And I do feel like this is upside down. We have the flipped, the reversed Ace of Cups. Perhaps this new job or this opportunity may not be exactly what you may have been looking for, you know, or at least not what you had expected. And that happens, you know, often. You want to be, you know, really excited about this opportunity, but it may not necessarily be something you may be thinking about, or may not necessarily think of it as an opportunity, let's say. But at the same time, you know, especially with the Ace of Pentacles being straight up, I mean, it is an opportunity for some stability in your life, though you may be initially disappointed with it not being exactly the way that you wanted it to be. All right, so the next one, so I'm hearing this is right side up. So this is the immediate past. So you have been diligently working. This is the Eight of Pentacles. You have been grinding, having a ton of hard work with a lot of high standards. And so that might be a reason why you're just like super like, this isn't this opportunity that I have. It's not what I was envisioning, because you've been really working on and focusing on something. Perhaps I almost envision you in a box, where you're so much in that tunnel vision that you can't see anything else. You have a certain, you know, path that seems to be, you know, written out for you, or at least that you have written out. And you don't see this opportunity as a valid opportunity in your mind. But let's find out what happens in the future with this. Okay. Ooh. Wow. I love this for you. So, like, even though, like, this isn't initially what you thought it would be, you have the Two of Cups here, meaning this is going to be something that you absolutely love. You know, unified love, partnership. You feel like you're joining forces. All of the, you know, all of the things that you've done in the past, all of this, you know, honing your craft, all of the different creative juices, all of the things that you've hoped for, you've been able to find in this new opportunity. Even though you didn't expect that to happen, that's going to happen for you in 2024. That's super exciting for you. But yeah, you're gonna feel like this mutual respect and attraction, and you're gonna grow to love that. It's this romantic love. It's something that you really, really enjoy. So that's super, super cool. So let's see what the major attitude may be around this happening. Okay, got this here. Ooh, the Chariot. So you'll feel like things are coming super fast. That is one thing here. And, you know, this is movement forward, all of that. It may be something that you may not be ready for. It may come out the blue, this opportunity that you have. But whatever this opportunity is, and again, the Pentacles deal with things that are material, wealth, career, job, finances, goals, things that you've had in mind. Those are what they have in mind there. But whatever it is that you have coming, it's definitely coming fast. So yes. All right. So the next ones that we have, this is the environment. Ooh. This is the environment that's surrounding you. And these are hopes and fears. This is so good. Okay, so here in terms of the environment here, you have the reverse tower, and I am feeling that this is the reverse tower. So again, you remember how we talked about this opportunity not necessarily being what you had in mind. Part of the reason behind that is that you have a fear of change. You may have had a certain, picture of what your future might look like. And this opportunity is something outside of that. And I feel like this is that feeling of wanting to hold on to control here. And this is going to kind of, swirl around you during this time. Again, that's is one thing to remember, pile number one. You don't have to feel this way. You have the strength within you, and you have done the work. You've done such amazing work, and you deserve this. You deserve to get this new opportunity that you're about to have. Don't let that fear of change keep you from an amazing opportunity. So be open to what new things might be ahead of you that might use the same type of skills that you already have in 2024. So I'm actually hearing that this is upright. So this right here is the hopes and fears position on the Celtic cross. So so the hopes is that you can be creative here, be charismatic in this new job, having, being optimistic. So you have that underneath that hope that that this could be, that big break. And you mean Queen of Wands, she's just given. So this is honestly this hope for this opportunity that you can just grab with both hands. Secretly underneath all of this, all of the anxiety and all of that, I feel like you may not be necessarily happy in the position that you are, in the situation that you are. Things may not be necessarily working out the things that you may want to be, but one thing that you do hope for, I think you are hoping for this new opportunity to come to you. The biggest thing is honestly standing, just taking a step out of your own way here. And step into that power, recognize that you've done the work and that you deserve this, that any change that you are experiencing, you can handle it. You've done all the work here. So let's see what your final card here is for your future card for 2024. How will it end? How will it end, Spirit? Please help us to discern how this 2024 journey will end. Feeling this one. All right. And hearing this upright. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this is fast communication. This is the 8 of Wands. Again, things going super, super fast, but you're going to be excited. And it's going to be really rapid change. And so I think that this is going to be something that you're going to want to jump on. You don't want to miss the opportunity, though it may be something that you may have necessarily not thought about for yourself. You do want to jump on that and see how that goes, but it will be exciting. There's going to be a lot of rapid change, so you might need to do some work there to prepare for that change. So let's see. I want to pull some tea leaves for you to see if we can get a little bit more info for you. So I've got the tea leaves here, got the good old tea leaf bag, and we'll see what ends up coming for you. Spirit, what other guidance or things can you help us to know for pile number 1 with 2024? Okay. Look at this. Successfully overcoming a problem. I love that. Yep, and this one. Wow, period of prosperity and abundance. Yes. I mean, obviously, there's this new offer that's coming in. It's going to be prosperity and abundance. I love that. All right. What else do we have? Let's see. Spirit, what other messages do you have about 2024 for pile number 1 in the collective? Okay, I'm feeling this one. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Now, this could be, maybe this might be where the source of this opportunity might come from. Somebody that you're close to may help you in seeing this opportunity, or hey, or they might be hyping you up to help you overcome that problem. I'm going to take one more tea leaf here. Let's see. Spirit, what do you have for 2024? This one works. Okay. Rabbit. This one says too much concern with sexual matters, but one thing that we know about rabbits is that they multiply, and again, they are super prosperous. I was like, now I can put that end up here. We'll end up putting another one down here, and why not? Now let's do one more. Yeah. Kite. Oh, vacation. Now, that's really awesome. So, I'll tell you this. Whatever it is that you're coming into, it's going to let you finally rest. You're actually going to be able to take a vacation. I don't know if it's been forever since you've taken a vacation, or you feel like you can't take a vacation, because you are obviously been hard at work, really hard at work for something. But this is going to allow you to, well, I just noticed this, so like this actually turned straight back up. Initially when we were doing it, probably when I was shuffling the cards, this was upside down. When I just noticed that when I put this down, it moved right side up. And so it's like that subconscious is that, like, when you actually have accepted this job, when you have actually gone past this, when you accept your confidence, when you no longer fear that change, you're actually going to have that love of the relationship. See here, it has a unified love here. And you're going to have that intimacy and deeper feelings for it. And you're going to be prosperous and have that vacation that you have been desperately wanting so much. That's super exciting. Let's see if there are any suggestions, any different suggestions or guidance that Spirit might have for you in 2024. I'm trying out this new deck of mine, and they're angel numbers. We're checking with angel number synchronicities. So these are numbers that you might want to keep in mind with your seeing them. Okay, well, we're popping out already. We have the 0808, and that's a great one. Wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength. Yes, one of the things you felt before is that you didn't have inner strength. So this is a time of entering expansions. You're going to be taking all these steps forward. Finances are miraculously improved. Look at this. That actually connects with all of this. And somebody has their mind set on you. Obviously, it's somebody with a job. Let's see if there's another thing that feels like this one's standing out. Ooh. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So, all of the quadruple zeros, limitless potential. So this is that relaxation, that vacation that we had, just reminds you that anything is possible. Anything. You do end up having this strength that you didn't think that you had because you've been working really hard for it. And so it's like, again, if you can dream it, there's no reason that you can't make it reality. So remain calm, and what's meant for you won't pass you by. So you can relax. Let's take one more and see if there's any other one for the collective. Yep, there is. 1122, personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals, oneness, connection, and completion. So focus on those positive changes that you have. What's really cool about this number is that 11 means portal. And 22 is the master builder number. So you have this portal to build something amazing. So do remember that. That's going to be really important for you going forward into 2022. Like, you are building something amazing, and the world is going to shift around you in order for you to do that. So again, yes, those positive shifts are in store for you. And, the world is yours is kind of what I'm hearing. There's a big shift. Things are going to be coming at you really super fast, again, with the Chariot and, with the Eight of Wands, but you can handle it. You are a master builder. You have all of the most amazing things that are going to be coming to you in 2024. And I'm just so excited for you, pile number one. That's what I have for you in your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this this reading for your 2024 reading, please be sure to like and subscribe. This is really great, and I'm super excited for whatever the new opportunity that's going to be coming into your life will be. Be sure to tell me in the comments if it actually does end up happening for you. I'd love to know, and seeing how it actually ended up working out for you. Again, thank you so much for listening, and just remember that we are all in this together. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. If you picked by your crystals, you chose the beautiful Cerussite. Very, very powerful crystal. If you want to learn a little bit more about Cerussite, I do, again, have a little mini preview on this crystal. And so do take a chance and look at the meaning behind this crystal. It may actually come in and weigh a little bit on your reading today. It does have to do with focus. Really, actually, great stone for ADHD as well, and bringing that in. So we'll see what ends up happening. He also picked a super fun tarot deck. As you see, this is the Instatarot. And if you're interested in any of my decks that I have them linked below in the for the different piles that I have. And also, if you chose by your Zodiac signs, we have, this is for Libra, for Pisces, and for Capricorn. But if you did not choose by your signs, do not worry about it. They're just the energies that may be within the reading. But again, you always want to go with your intuition first. So with that, welcome pile number 2, and let's get to your reading. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross to learn a little bit more about how your 2024 is going to end up being. And so we're going to, oh, this one's kind of popping out here. Here, and this is upright. So the first card on your Celtic cross has to do with you, and this is kind of the energy that's around you. And we have the Knight of Swords. The wind howls in my ear as I ride into battle. No foe can stand against the might of my windmill. Oh, I love these. Basically, like the Knight of Swords are kind of that full speed ahead. If you were to think about all of the different court cards as like a family, let's say, the knight would represent the teenager, and swords have to do with like mental ability, things like that. So you may have like this idea that you have right now, and you're just like full speed ahead, let's do this, you know. So that might be the energy that you're kind of rolling into 2024 with. Let's figure out what the challenge might be for you during this time for 2024, at least the one that is standing out here. Spirit, help us with the challenge going into 2024 here. Let's see. Oh, all right. Wow. So the 5 of Wands is your challenge. So you've got some competition. I'd say that that you're kind of dealing with, or at least feeling like you're at odds. This is funny. Chaos and cuteness overload. My 5 kiddos are having a blast with their beep beep hammer toys. Yeah, 5 of Wands usually ends up being a, kind of a fight, kind of going back and forth, will of the mind. So perhaps you have this idea, but perhaps all the people around you might be at odds with you right now. You might be dealing with some fighting. It could be some friendly competition, at least like, the way that it's kind of being said in the reading. But there is some challenges that are coming up. So I'm hearing this is right side up. So for the consciousness, this is, if we're thinking about as above, so below, this is what's going to be in the consciousness. Y'all got the world. So seriously, y'all are about to have an amazing 2024. As you see this, the world may be big, but my shopping bags are bigger. So, I mean, hey, you might be able to, get a lot more wealth, kind of really taste the different things that are going on in life, having like the kind of finer things in life, really getting to experience the world and what it is. Perhaps, with that idea that you're going full speed ahead with in the beginning. So that's pretty exciting. I love that for you. So we got the world there. Let's see what's going on in the subconscious mind. Here, spirit. Ooh, got some jump outs. Let's see. Oh, feeling out this one. Okay, so this is, I'm feeling that this is upside down, and this is the 2 of Cups. They say food is the way to a man's heart, but I think that it's the way of the mind too. I just tried this delicious sausage with my hubby, or what's not. So, I feel like this is upside down, is what I'm hearing, and you maybe below all of this, like while you're getting to experience the world, perhaps given this these crosshairs that you're in, there is a relationship that you feel is dissolving. And, this can be for, a good thing to be able to kind of disconnect from those who may be toxic to you. And perhaps that underneath is the reason why you're able to experience the world in a whole new light, because you are able to disconnect from that toxic source of things. That's kind of what we've got going on in the unconscious mind here. So let's see what's going on in the immediate past. Strength. So this is the strength card here. Some may see a ferocious beast, but I see a loyal and loving friend. Really, like in your immediate past, you may have been able to draw up some strength, perhaps, like, when you're coming into the 2024 year, you're starting to really see the kind of strength that's within you. You may not have seen it before, but all these fights that I've been in, like kind of those quarrels, those challenges, those different types of things, people going up against you, you've actually started to realize your worth. Like you're really starting to lean into your own, and it feels good. And perhaps, like obviously this is a lion and all of that. Other people may see them as ferocious beasts, but I call it a loyal and loving friend. Perhaps you are starting to see, and I mean, this has to do with a lot of spiritual growth too. Because there is a point in a spiritual journey that you start seeing, all of these people who may be coming for you, let's say, you start to realize that it's not you, that it's them, and you can kind of disconnect and just kind of have them move on their way, right? Like, that's what really inner strength is, right? Like, when you can see that, that people are human beings, that there are other things that may lead into their behavior, right? So you're shifting your perspective. You're able to see, perhaps these different fights that might have been around you may have nothing to do with you. And you're starting to lean into your own power. You're not believing, the lies that have been, swirling around you, and you're starting to gain your own strength. Love that. So let's see what's going on in the immediate future. I think this one's calling out today. Ooh, yes, Four of Wands. This is a major level up that's coming up. And I love that, along with the Strength card. Having the Strength card is quite amazing. With the Four of Wands, you've captured your strength, and now it's time to celebrate because you are leveling up. I actually wouldn't be surprised if you might be getting some ascension symptoms in terms of being able to feel more whole, which is really great. I love that for 2024 for you. So let's take a look at the your attitude, going into 2024. Let's see what we've got here. What kind of comes out. All right. So we've got the Sun. Oh, I love your energy. Pile number 2. I love this. It's me. I just wanted to share this awesome picture with you that my mom took of me when we're playing outside today. I mean, you've got really awesome energy coming into 2024. You're like, this is my year. I'm going to do this and nothing's going to stop me. We saw that with the Knight of Swords. you got an idea and you believe in yourself with it, and it's awesome. Let's see. I'm hearing, let's see. We'll do this. So these are the ones that are coming up here. So, this is the environment here. King of Cups. King of Cups is awesome. So this is basically somebody who's got control of their emotions, right? This one here says, nothing beats a good movie to unwind after a stressful day. Just wish I could share this cozy setup with someone special, movie lover. So one thing, and at least the thing that's kind of standing out to me, obviously, you know, this person's, you know, super, you know, cheerful and all of that. Their solitude and all of that. Their emotions are in check. But perhaps, you know, from what this particular card is saying, you feel like you've gotten yourself together, and perhaps you're kind of, you know, wanting to share that with somebody special in terms of a relationship. This could be a relationship of, you know, friendship. It could be something like someone that you hope to love. This could be your own, like, you know, couples relationship if you're already with somebody. But you're kind of missing that disconnect, and so like you've got everything that's building up for you. Like you're starting to know your own worth, you're leveling up, and now you want to share that with someone. So that's kind of the environment that you're around right now. So here we go. This is actually upside down that I've got here, and it's the Four of Cups. So on the upright, so, you know, feeling a little bit introspective today. Just me, my teddy bear, and my thoughts, sweet thing. But it's upside down. So, you know, usually with the Four of Cups, it's kind of, you know, lamenting over the things, like, you know, that have kind of been in the past. But upside down, you know, like it's, you know, really that ability to move on, right? Like, you want to be able to do that. And that is one fear, not fear. This is your hope, you know, going into the next year, that you can move on, you know, stop the sulking, and you know, move forward. It doesn't mean that you won't have grief or anything like that, but you're really starting to pick up the pieces and move on, which I absolutely love that for you. And so what do we have for our last card, our future card? We have the Five of Cups upside down. So this is right here. This is usually the Five of Cups. Again, it's kind of like, you know, in traditional tarot, it's, you know, focusing on those, you know, three cups that have completely, you know, been knocked over, and then totally not seeing the two cups that are right behind him that still are full. And this is upside down. So you are starting to realize that the cups are still full, that you still have things that you can work with, right? Like, and you're starting to claim that for yourself, which is, I'm kind of feeling like something that you haven't necessarily felt in a really long time, if at all. So I'm really super excited for you. It looks like, you know, that, you know, 2024 is going to be amazing for you. I do want to clarify a few different things, and see what we've got. I want to kind of figure out what's going on with the world here in the consciousness of you know, what kind of big things might be in your horizon. So let's go and look at some tea leaves. And we'll see what we can feel out, what Spirit has for some more guidance or any other things that we have. Ooh, a month. Okay. So we've got October. So October may be a significant month for you. Or, you know, focus on that number 10. We've got, ooh, unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So when you're dealing with, you know, your level up, the thing that's going to get you there is your intuition, to be able to connect with this amazing energy that you'll step into, and it'll be in your consciousness. It's not going to be something that's underneath. It's going to be something that you'll feel in your intuition of what's, you know, next to do. And I'm feeling this one. Ooh, muddled and unclear thinking. So I'm feeling like this is here. And this might be here, with that letting go of the relationship. That might be here. It may, you know, kind of feel like there's some cloudy thinking around that. And I mean, shoot, you know, why wouldn't you? You know, especially if it's something or someone that was close. So I could definitely understand why you would have some muddled and unclear thinking around that. Let's take one more. All right. Control your anger. You will be sorry. Okay. So what I'm hearing here is that, yes, you have found your strength. But when you have all this strength, you have to be careful with the, like, now I'm not tone policing you. Don't read it like that. But, with this strength, your words may come across as more harsh than they are. So it's going to take some finesse, and you're going to need to use your intuition with this for sure. And I think that this also has to do with, you know, trying to figure out your relationships on your subconscious. The biggest thing is that you don't want to jump to conclusions when it comes to like these relationships, and keep this, you know, King of Cups energy. You want to be able to manage your emotions as best that you can. You want to keep them balanced so that you can, you know, get to be able to move on, right? You want to be able to move on. And, you know, if you let that kind of jostle you around, it can kind of keep you stuck. And that kind of energy isn't going to help you level up. So that is, you know, something that it's, you know, making sure that you are aware of there. And I'm gonna take this last one here that's standing out to me. Look at this. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Look at that. We got strength, and we've got people who are oppositions who are against you. And I'm telling you, if you don't back down, and which is what we saw with this Knight of Swords, you being super confident in that idea that you have, that, you know, that mental clarity that you've got coming in, like, do not stray from that. You have got something there. You stay onto that strength. You show strength and fortitude, and you will absolutely be partying and leveling up, and you will be able to move on and recognize that your cup is, you have two amazing cups that are still open, to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and look at your angel numbers as well. This is a new deck that I just got, so curious on different synchronicities that you should be aware of for 2024 Spirit. What are some numbers to be on the lookout for? Ooh, interesting. So 1919. So there are cycles that are going on. Release the need to control. So like, no, you can't force things. Be sure to make sure that you don't repeat them in the future and make space for new experiences. So this is a warning here. You want to make sure that I don't know if maybe in the past you may have had an idea and you let that opposition get to you. And you're like, maybe that wasn't a great idea. Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Maybe you let somebody bulldoze you. Yeah. And I kind of feel some of that sadness there. And I think that you're on the precipice of something really awesome. And so the biggest thing that I'm hearing is that, you know, it's not an if, it's more a matter of when. You will receive opposition in, you know, whatever endeavor that you're going forward with in 2024. But in order to push past this karma, to push past this this cycle, right? This time you have the chance to do something different. You have the chance to believe in yourself. You've got the strength. You've totally got this. And you know, if you haven't, if you were drawn to pile number 1, I also recommend that. Strength was something that ended up coming up too, and in pile number 1. So if you were drawn to that, I do recommend that. But yeah, you've got the strength within you. Don't let any opposition sway you. Because you've got it. Use that intuition to make those beneficial changes, and let that guide you. Let's see if there's any other guidance here that's coming out for you. Ooh. 2323, communication, movement. Wow, there's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then you can make a change and the world around you follows. So, again, this is the cycles again. So again, you have I think that this is the year that you have the chance to really break some patterns in your life that may have been circling and circling over and over again. And you are absolutely on the right path to that. And I don't know if you know this, and please, like, let me know in the comments if you end up getting trapped in a cycle where it's just like, oh, you almost got it, and then you allow that, you know, opposition to just, you know, kind of knock you back down. But you have the opportunity to be a chain breaker this upcoming year. And when you do, I mean, watch out, world. Cool things about, you know, both of these numbers here. So you've got 2, which deals with partnership. You have 3 that deals with creativity. So like you've got there are people that are around you that are willing to partner with you. And not be against you. You also have that creativity that's within you that that's just waiting to be untapped, and you put that together with partnerships and your creativity, and it is a force to be reckoned with. We put these together and it equals the number 1 when you reduce everything all together. So that is some manifestation energy for you. So you've got some really awesome manifestation possibilities. Again, but it really requires you to lean into that intuition, lean into that creativity, and be like be on the lookout, with our twos. There's going to be some relationships that you're going to have to let go, that are going to be hard, but with your intuition, you will know whether they're toxic or not. Trust that. Be sure to trust that. Same thing here. So you've got the 1 and the 9 represents, kind of that fulfillment. I'm sorry, y'all. I accidentally got cut off, I guess. But again, let's talk about the 109. We will not let this this reading stop here. You have both the 1 and the 9. And the 9 is a fulfillment number. It's nearing that end of a cycle. The end of a cycle, and you have the 1 that represents you and manifestation and kind of that personal power, right? When you're putting these together, so you say 10 and 10, that equals 2. There is, in terms of your relationships, you really need to be evaluating your relationships to make sure that they are aligned with your purpose. If you have a relationship that isn't necessarily for you, that you feel is toxic, you feel drained with it, this 2024 year is the invitation to let it go, because on the other side, oh my gosh, you have the ability to move forward, right? Like, you can get to see those 2 full cups. But usually, in order to do that, you need to be able to let something go in order to receive that amazing abundance. And I'm telling you, Spirit will not, you cannot outgive Spirit. Spirit will always give you something when you're letting it go. It's this flow that's constant there. If you're trying to hold on to that relationship, you're not going to be able to really experience the life that you were meant to have, and you have it available for you this upcoming year. And maybe in October is when you see that fruition. So we've got some good, good guidance here. Recognize that you are in a cycle. Know that at any time, you can kind of, slip back into that. So recognize when the cycles are happening. Recognize that when you, whether you're kind of starting to shrink back, when you're getting opposition, don't do it. You are on the right path. Keep going. Don't let the bullies win here. Show that strength and fortitude, because you have it within you. Stay focused, as our crystal would say, and it's just going to be a great year for you. Pile number 2, this has been such an awesome reading. I'm really excited for you. I am cheering you on. And if you really liked this reading, please like and subscribe. Also, too, I'd love some comments to hear if this resonated with you, if you're starting to feel like you're getting into your power and all of that. We'd love to cheer for you. I want to make sure that this is, a community where we can cheer people on and all of that too. So, again, it's been an honor to do your reading. And until next time, remember that I love you, and we are all in this together. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Dioptase for your reading. This is a pretty awesome crystal. If you want to know a little bit more about it, I have a little mini preview on each one of these crystals, so you can learn a little bit more about it and see how it might integrate into your reading. We may see how it works later. This is known for the heart chakra and for emotional release, so we'll see if it plays any into your reading. Also, if you chose by your zodiac signs, the zodiac signs for this one are Aquarius, Taurus, or Cancer. Again, if you chose by your signs, you feel free, but if you didn't, that's fine too. You really want to go by your intuition regardless. So welcome to your reading. I am doing a Celtic cross for this 2024 reading here. So we'll go ahead and get started and see what Spirit has to let us know about your 2024. Also, too, if you are interested in any of the decks that I have, I will put the information of where I got them. I always like doing that because there's sometimes where I'll see them and be like, oh, I really like that deck. And I always like to make it easy to be able to access these things, right? So, let's see, let's take a look. I think I'm drawn to this one here. So the first card that is in the Celtic cross is representing yourself, kind of what the energy is. Ooh. So going into 2024, you've got the Chariot. Things seem like they're going really fast right now. Like there's maybe a lot of things going on. Perhaps things might kind of seem overwhelming in some cases. But it's, like it's one thing that's kind of standing out to me. I mean, this person seems determined, right? Like they're holding on to their boat. They're, using the fish here. They're going through the water, and, they're confident in their ability to do so. So, also too, this kind of is standing out to me, kind of monsters that are kind of lurking behind in the background here. So you might be kind of going past some dangers that you don't know while you're going full speed ahead. You never know. But we'll see what the rest of the reading has to say. What is the challenge? I actually saw this one, so yeah, I think this is a challenge here. Judgment. So the Judgment card, one thing I would say, with this being a challenge, it might be, kind of like this reckoning, honestly. Oh God. So, okay, I'm like, don't shoot the messenger. Okay. So you've been going full speed ahead, and, the challenge is that you might be hitting a wall, to be honest. There might be this lack of self-awareness of, kind of doing some things haphazardly, maybe some mistakes that you may not have recognized. You see these lurks back here. I think that this is kind of what we're running into in terms of the challenge that's going on right now. And like perhaps you're just starting to get burnt out and you're really starting to reckon with that. Or, like you might be having, people call you out on some of those things. But at least this is kind of the energy that you have going in to the into 2024. Let's see if any of that changes. Okay. Well, let's see what we got. I got 3 of these. So, Page of Swords. That would be the next one coming up. That is for the conscious mind. So the thing that's up on top of it. Page, like, so if you're thinking about the court cards that are part of the tarot deck, the page is like the kid in the family, right? And they got the sword, super confident, got the birds talking to them. And, it's just like you kind of ready to kind of conquer the world. Swords have to do with mental clarity, things like of the mind. So, perhaps there's like, a new idea that you might have on the horizon. And that's kind of forefront in your mind right now. We'll see how that goes. That's kind of like what's, in that conscious mind right now. Next one that we have, underneath. Yes, I love this for you. Nine of Coins. So this is Nine of Pentacles. This is a wish fulfillment card. Whatever you're doing, there is something cultivating underneath it, and it has to do with like material things. Whenever you're thinking about pentacles, out of these coins here, we're talking about something that is actually, a material thing that is coming to take place. So, and this is in the unconscious, so you may not necessarily realize it, but like there are some things that are coming into fruition here that you're really gonna like. You can see all of the things here. Obviously really happy, and honestly you can see, oh my gosh, how cool is that? I didn't even realize that. So you see this bird, it looks like this bird grew up, right? It's like you have this young bird here and this this now matured bird, and they're both enjoying the fruit. Yes, the fruit of your labor. I love that. So kind of underneath it all, you may not necessarily see it. You got this idea, right? And underneath it all, like, I think it's going to be really successful for you in 2024. So that's exciting. So our next one is the immediate past here. And that's the Nine of Cups. And I mean, another fulfillment card. I mean, you're batting 1,000 here, pile 3. One thing with the Cups, it's, these are, again, dreams that are realized. Kind of like, I would say recognition is a big thing for this. And it's, being able to kind of have that fulfillment in the heart. Like, the Cups have to do with emotions, and yeah, this is really leaning into pleasure and all of that. So, so perhaps going into 2024, obviously you got the Chariot, been working super hard, things going fast, almost feeling like you might be coming to a burnout, but at the end of the day, things are flowing. You're enjoying the things around you. At least going into 24, so that might be happening, this month. So what's going to happen for, wow, look at this. This is for your immediate future. So, in the next, couple months, you've got the King of Wands. So wands have to do with passion, with that desire and all of that. I mean, you've got the King. So things are really, really going to go well for you. I'm super excited. These, all of these different things within each one of these cards have been so amazing in different ways, right? So, I mean, you've got, this is really, this King represents that, that leadership. I mean, you've got this almost phoenix looking creature, right? And you've got the sun, you've taken on your wand and you're ready to go. Your beautiful feathers that are just, oh my gosh, so gorgeous. And literally you are on fire. So let's go with that. But yeah, this is, immediate future. You're going to be taking control of your life, and taking the world with, both hands. And the sun is, is really radiant, with here. So let's take a look at, the different attitudes that are in the reading. This one's kind of standing out. So 6 of Cups. Oh, interesting. So 6 of Cups is a nice, kind of, having to do with relationships. I would say it's that kind of attitude of reconnection, kind of coming together with old friends, and almost kind of reminds you of childhood. It's when you're actually able to share, right? you know, like you feel like you've got so much that you want to be able to share between one another. And so it's just kind of like coming back to the you know, the simple things in life, just like slowing down, and like being grateful. So maybe in this season you might have that attitude of gratitude. You know what I mean? Or, you know, that's something that you will eventually get within the 2024. But overall, like just some really good attitude here in 2024 with the Six of Cups. Let's take a look at the environment that is around you. Help us out a little bit with the environment going on around you. Ooh, okay. Wow. Y'all. Ace of Coins. So Ace of Pentacles. There is going to be a opportunity that is going to come out around you. This is the environment that you're in. So be on the lookout for an opportunity. And again, this is going to be an opportunity. Think of material things, a goal, like a material goal that you've had, money, job, career, those types of things. Be on the lookout for that because it is around you right now. You've got some pentacles, you've got some wands, and it might be something that has to do with, you know, a passion that you might have. And if you were drawn to, I would say, honestly, I would honestly say maybe pile one. Well, perhaps pile two. A lot of these are starting to be pretty close. So if you are drawn to any of the other piles, I'd really recommend you take a look at that. But yes, there is a opportunity that is coming to you. And I honestly, like, I'm hearing you should honestly listen to pile one. I really think that this might be connected. But this is an environment that's all around you. Be sure to take a look at that. And be on the lookout for it. So let's look at your hopes and fears. Spirit, what hopes and fears might be around this in 2024? Okay. Stop. King of Cups. Look at that. This is like super interesting in terms of the imagery here. It almost looks a little menacing, doesn't it? I mean, it's one thing that I would say here, and this is something that I'm just kind of getting intuitively. I almost like, so King of Cups, you know, again, it's, you know, kings usually have to deal with leadership. They have to deal with, you know, power and being in control of things, and being, you know, in control of your emotions. I think that this is one thing where, I'm noticing, you know, you have the Page. And this is the hope. So maybe it's just like, you know, where you started out, you know, like, you know, kind of as a child, you kind of hope to be like, to kind of reclaim some fierceness, right? To grab a hold of your emotions, to be able to, you know, to handle things and have really great wisdom and all of that. I think that that's something that you're really hoping for in the upcoming season, which I think that that's a wonderful thing to hope for. You know, I also kind of get the sense intuitively that there's like something brewing within you that's really hard to get out. You know, like there's this dragon in here that's within you. And it's very similar, you know, like these are really close. They've kind of got like, you know, these fiery things. You know, they're both kings here. I feel like you've got this fierceness, but maybe in the past you've kind of hidden those things. And maybe perhaps you might be afraid of what that might unleash. Maybe you're afraid that that might be menacing, that it might like consume you or something. But like I kind of feel like this is kind of lurking in the background. And it's something that you can use for your success. And of course, you know, with any energy, you know, you got to make sure to balance it. Again, King of Cups is, you know, like the epitome of balancing emotions. So that would be, you know, the hopes that are there. But I kind of have this intuitive feel of, you know, making sure that you kind of like temper some of those emotions that you might have as you're going forward in 2024. I'm going to put that here so you can see. All right, so let's see, how's it going to end? I want to see, Spirit, what's the final outcome for number 3? Oh, okay. I guess we're taking this one. Final outcome. Oh, that's interesting. And I am hearing that this is upside down. 5 of Coins upside down. So, I mean, obviously coins have been all over this. I'd tell you upright, it usually means that, like, you know, this is like, you know, a person who's, you know, begging outside of the church, you know, that not having much to be able to give, and dealing with adversity and all of that. But I mean, upside down, like this is the change for the better. Like you're not having to beg anymore. You're actually able to pay off the things that you've always wished to pay off. Like there is just like a huge change that's coming your way. Kind of recovery. That idea of recovery is really there. If you think about, like, you know, the snow and all of this, and this person's trying to stay warm. If it's upside down, like the snow is melting away, and things are changing for the better. And this is, again, financial. So like there's some good things that are coming your way in 2024. Like, so expect some really awesome, well, I'm excited for you on this. Yay. So we'll put this here. I will also get some clarity. Let's see if we might be able to find out a little bit more about this opportunity in 2024, or any other additional guidance or any extra clues that we might find for 2024. Let's see what we have. Let's go with this one. Feeling this. Ooh, beware of greed. So remember, when you do end up coming into this money, you see this Ace of Coins coming in, this new wealth that will be coming in for you. Be sure to not be greedy. I'm hearing, remember where you came from. So that when you see somebody who's in the snow, like you may have been, you might be able to give back to that person. That's so good. That's really exciting. So do be aware of greed. It's very easy to do, you know, when you get into some money, and it can kind of go to the wayside if you're not careful. Unsuccessful plans. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here, if we can clarify that spirit. These two, okay. Interesting. Peace and harmony. Someone new entering into your life. Okay. And what else? I'm feeling these two. Okay. Short journey. Okay. So, what do we have here? Unsuccessful plans. Someone new entering into your life. And peace and harmony. So, I mean, there's some conflicting things that are coming up here, but I feel like, given this is on 2024, there are going to be some unsuccessful plans that you have, but again, it's going to end up in peace and harmony, perhaps because what's let go. Oh, here we go. Yes. So what's let go through this unsuccessful plan, the thing's not going as planned, when that's let go and that chair's empty, you're going to have something else that enters into your life with this Ace of Coins, and it'll end up in peace and harmony. It might have to do with dealings with an older man here, and it might be, a short journey so far. I'm kind of getting that this unsuccessful plan is a short journey for you. So, there might be something that might be initially disappointing to you, but it's not, and I don't know, it might have to deal with this older person. Here it could be a father. And I'm feeling like in my heart chakra, kind of like deep pain in my heart here. So there might be a short journey there, with some kind of thing that may not have turned out the way that you thought it would be. But there is somebody who's entering into your life, and you will have peace. Pile number 3, I don't know if you're feeling, some kind of weight on you. Kind of have this sense of somewhat of sadness. And it's what's so interesting is, in your cards, you've got some really amazing cards, and maybe on the surface you might seem like you're taking pleasure in things. But yeah, perhaps you keep going so that you don't, run into those feelings, right? Maybe that's the reason why you want to be in control of those emotions. You're trying to kind of run away from things, by focusing maybe on your work, things like that. The new ideas that kind of catch your mind and all of that. So, intuitively, I'm kind of getting that idea. 2024 is going to be super successful for you. But one thing that I do want to caution you is really take some stock on your feelings. Don't discount your feelings. It's important to be, in control of them, of course. But let yourself feel the feels. Let yourself feel the joy. Let yourself feel the pain, because when you actually do end up going through those things, yes, it may be painful, but you feel the peace and harmony. And when you receive those, new opportunities that you're just not even thinking about, it's going to be that much sweeter, So let's see. I have this new deck, and I'm trying out to see what I'm thinking. It's a angel message tarot deck that has different synchronicities for angel numbers. And so let's see what kind of guidance might be for us here. Pile number 3. Ooh. All right. That's a good one. So you can do everything by yourself, but life is meant to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around, and don't judge, listen. So it's interesting that landed with the chair filled and the older man. So if you've been trying to do things on your own, which, you know, like, I feel like this is that Chariot piece. You might be trying to do things on your own, and that challenge is that things are starting to get a little harder. I mean, you notice that this is, you know, this is enjoyment, you know, with another person. Just remember the resources that are around you. There's people who want to be able to help you with this, you know. Let's see. Ooh, 444. 444. I love 444. And 444 is an amazing angel number too. Like, you are being protected by your angels with this. Get ready for good things you've been hoping for. You're born to a higher calling. Put your energy towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people. Again, like, if you have been going this alone, do not go this alone. Life's meant to be shared. Oh my gosh. Like, with the King of Cups, like, and all of this right here, you can do everything. I think that this might be the attitude shift that you might need to be cognizant of in order to get to that sense, to be able to reconnect, to remember that you don't have to go this alone. And, you know, even if it's not like an actual person, you know, connect with your spirit guides, you know, like, obviously 444, they're trying to reach out to you. You know, 444 is a one with protection, you know, they're there for you. One thing with your spirit guides, they can't help you unless you actually ask for it. So, I would definitely remember, that they're there for you. They want to be there with you. Let's see if we've got one more card for collective in pile. Let's see. Any other hints that we can get about 2024? Any suggestions? Anything that's standing? Okay, way too much here. I'm gonna go with that last one that's up there. So, independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, and exploration. So, take a few breaths and focus inward. Time to think things over at this time. Rely solely on yourself. Might not believe it, but you're heading in the right direction. Appears a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. So, one thing to consider, one thing that you're getting here, you've been relying on yourself, but you've been doing so in a way that is burning the candle at both ends, is what I'm hearing. So, there's no problem with, you know, when you're going inward, you know, to be able to slow down. This is what I'm getting here. So, and I get why they're like, so this is here now. So, obviously you've been independent. You're kind of going, you know, full speed ahead. Things going really fast. You're, you know, probably getting to that breaking point, right? The biggest thing is that, like, you need to switch gears. And when you're going alone, you've got that right. It's just you need to slow down and understand what you're called to, like, in your mission. And you won't get there if you are going, so fast. Because there's things, remember, there be monsters out there for pilots of carrying that are kind of lurking, waiting to get out you. But when you stop and you recognize and get some, like, and heal, that's really standing out to me. Being able to heal and take a look at things, instead of this energy of just going, like, straight off with everything. Definitely take that time to slow down. Cool thing is that, you add the 1 and the 7 together, those are 8s. 8s are abundance, have to do with abundance. If you add all of the numbers together, you end up get the number 7. It helps you on that spiritual plane. 1 is your independence and your own desires, and 7 is spirituality. So really take that time to slow down, instead of going so fast. And when you slow down, you'll realize that you can take those resources that are around you, talk with your angels, 444 energy, and submit to that higher calling that's beyond yourself. You'll be able to, again, you can do everything by yourself, but it's supposed to be shared, right? Like, and in these times when you're doing that introspection, yes, take time to, be with yourself, but, again, keep, reaching out, be in partnership. You'll be able to have a clearer mind. Page of Swords here. Yes. New things will come about if you actually slow down and just focus on the internal things. Check what your intuition is saying, instead of going full speed ahead. But yeah, it will totally change your outlook on things, right? You'll be able to have that gratitude. You'll be able to share in that joy that you have. And perhaps maybe it's a saying, like right before things, you start kind of stepping into your power, you're going to really feel that, like, that connection and passion, that fulfillment right beforehand too. Which I love that for you for 2024. So pile number 3, it looks like one of the main things for you to focus on is to, slow down, be able to kind of do some introspection, and so that you can, recognize, you're in the right direction. It's just a natural part of the process if things are in a lull. But I feel like I feel like they're supposed to be in a lull, but you might be pushing it a little bit with this Chariot going forward. So remember to take some time for yourself, chill out. Remember that there are people who are willing to partner with you. I am hearing who love you and want to be able to help you. Reach out to your spirit guides for guidance, but you have got some amazing things, like in a material way. So with that said, that has been your reading, pile number 3. I'm so excited for you. It seems like this is going to be a really interesting year for you. Again, remember to not be greedy when you end up coming in that money. But yes, if you liked this reading, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also share this channel. I'd also love to know if any of this resonated with you. I really would love this to be a community where we get to journey through all of this together. And so it's been an honor to do this reading for you. If you have any other questions or suggestions, I'm happy to have that. You can put that in the comments on questions that you might have in the future. So with that said, remember that I love you all, and we are all in this together. Bye. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. If you went by the crystals, the crystal that you have chosen is the awesome Tanzanite. Super powerful. Very good choice. All of these are really great choices. This one's definitely one of my favorites. Obviously, I like the purple. But yes, Tanzanite. If you want to learn a little bit more about Tanzanite, I do have little mini previews that I am linking in the description box below, so you can learn a little bit more about this and see how it might integrate into your reading. This is again a very powerful stone. It goes through a lot of the different chakras, but definitely recognized for its crown chakra energy. So we'll see how it ends up playing out within your reading. If you did end up choosing by your zodiac signs, the zodiac signs for its reading, at least the energies are Gemini, Scorpio, and Aries. So if you chose them, welcome. If you didn't choose by your zodiac signs, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. The biggest thing is that you chose by your intuition. So pile 4, you have the wonderful African tarot, one of my favorites here. And gosh, these feel so nice. And if you're interested in again, any of my decks, I do have them linked below. That's one way that you can help support the channel along with your likes and such. I'm going to be doing, for the 2024 reading, a Celtic cross. And it's a way for us to get a little bit more details on the situation around 2024. And so we're going to ask the spirit to kind of help us out with learning a little bit more about what 2024 has in store for you. This one's standing out to me. So the first position in the Celtic cross represents you. And so, Page of Cups. One thing with the Page of Cups, the page is, if you're thinking about family members in these different court cards, like the page kind of represents the kid out of all of them. And of course the cups represent feelings. And so perhaps entering into 2024, you kind of feel like a neophyte when you're coming into your feelings. Things may seem a little new. I almost want to like the thing that kind of like stepped after me was like kind of feeling a little raw. But you may be feeling a little bit sensitive. But it's just kind of like that youthful feeling, especially when it comes to your feelings there. So you're kind of, I would just say, like, I kind of feel like feeling in the feels, sort of there. It's kind of what I'm getting, at least initially. Maybe some shyness or even like imagination too. But I kind of feel like this sense of shyness that you may have there with your energy. So let's take the opportunity and see what challenges you might be facing right now, headed into 2024. This one's kind of standing out to me here. So this is 7 of Wands. Are you feeling like you have to protect yourself? You know, like, you know, perhaps you're kind of protecting that inner child from harm. You feel like you have some things that are coming up against you here, with this 7 of Wands. You know, like, at least that's kind of what I'm sensing here. This sense of kind of like feeling like there's challenges here, but I mean, hey, like, you're able to meet them. I think it's just, you know, feeling like you kind of have to defend yourself. I think that's something that you're facing right now, and that could be the reason why you're kind of running a little raw here in terms of your emotions. So that might be, you know, something that you're dealing with right now. Let's see what is in the consciousness in the next position of Celtic Cross. What's standing out? Let's do this one here. Coming out to me. No, y'all, the Chariot has been all over in these readings, and I have like all these 4 different decks. This is nuts. Chariot, things are coming, or at least they seem like they're coming really fast. Again, you might feel overwhelmed. That might be something that you're dealing with, and you know, perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed with emotions right now. But that's kind of the energy that's kind of at the surface that's, you know, standing out. Oh, that's a little bit too many cards, Spirit. Tell us, okay. All right, let's kick those out. This came back out again. Ooh. So, this is neat. So, while you have in your conscious position, you have your Chariot here. I'm going to push this back a little bit so we can fit this underneath. You have your Chariot position, or in your subconscious, you have the Chariot underneath. Like, you are master of your passions. Like, you've got this fire that's underneath you, that's kind of waiting to get out. And I highly recommend you take a look at pile number 3. You'll notice that there's this kind of like fire kind of building there. But yeah, the King of Wands is kind of underneath, and it's like, I kind of feel like you're super shy and kind of just going around, and you feel like you kind of have to defend yourself. And perhaps maybe that feeling of defending yourself is this, is that internal feeling of like, you know, maybe this energy doesn't have anywhere to go, you know? But that is something that's kind of lurking underneath. So this is immediate past. So this could be, you know, maybe immediately prior to 2024. There's an opportunity that may have been coming to you, or may be coming to you, you know, early on in the you know, right before, that you might want to be aware of. Again, Page of Pentacles is, you know, like the kid of the deck, and you're getting into, you know, money matters. So, you know, I would definitely, you know, if you are entering into money matters, if there's something that's kind of new and shiny to look at it, you know, do be careful that, like, that you aren't, you know, necessarily, you know, whittling it away or anything like that, like a kid would. But, you know, like, it is a possible opportunity that you might have. It's just kind of like, you know, you plant your seeds, you know, do things, you know, little by little. And like, but, you know, I kind of feel like this is a dreaming big, and you obviously, you know, pages are, you know, kind of representing that newness, that, you know, childlike quality. And so like I think that that's a good thing, you know, to, you know, really look at these opportunities with the eyes of a child. Whether it's a passion that you feel like you can play with. I think that's a good thing to deal with. So that's what's in the immediate past. So that could be like maybe right before 2024, maybe in the earlier senses of 2024. Let's see what we have for the immediate future here. Spirit, what do you have for the immediate future? I think this one. Or is this one kind of poking out underneath? Let's see. Oh, let's go and shuffle her again. Spirit, what is in the immediate future that we can expect for pile number 4 in 2024? I think this one's kind of calling out to me. Wow. Look at that. Going from the page to the fulfillment card of the 9 of Cups. Like, you know, feeling whole here, you know, like just content, having all of your cups filled. I love that for you. So, perhaps like maybe it's with this opportunity you're starting to feel fulfilled in that, which is super exciting, you know, especially having to defend so much, maybe having to protect that inner child, you know, that's like, this is like where you're at, you're finally like satisfied, you feel comfortable. It's like your, you know, your wish fulfillment, right? You know, like it definitely means some really great things are happening. So I'm so excited for, you know, all of these piles have been really great. So it's looking really great for the collective here. Let's take a look and see your attitude here. 2024. Feeling this top one. So, 2 of Swords. I think that there's a choice that may be weighing on you. And I'm kind of feeling that it might have to do with it defending itself. And I feel like through making this choice, it's really, you know, it might be between 2 things here that you may need to do. Again, the swords have to do with like a mental thing, idea, you know, choices, things like that, things that have to do with the mind. So you're going in between 2 things here. Wonder what you're trying to discern there. Well, let's move on to the next piece, and that's the environment that's around you. Maybe that might be able to help us out some. What's the environment that is surrounding pile number 4 in 2024? Kind of feeling this one. Yeah. Ooh. And I do feel like this is upside down. Yeah. So I'm feeling like this is upside down. So, you know, devil usually represents that boundedness, right? And like the one thing that always has gotten me is that, you know, when you have this devil, you know, like, yes, these 2 people are bound, but it's loosely, right? Like, they may not necessarily realize that they can actually break free. But when it's upside down, you know, like it's going past that temptation. you know, not having to, or at least recognizing what's binding you. And so maybe it has to do, like, this choice has to do with something that's binding you. No, that's the case. I would definitely say check out pile number 1. And see if that might hold some guidance for you. But yeah, at least your environment is the potential to break chains with this reverse devil. There may have been some, you know, temptations that you've had, things that have bound you, you know, in the past. Of course, like, you've had to fight, but, you know, you've been standing your own and all that, and you're fighting about that, and perhaps you're fighting those temptations. Perhaps those temptations are the things that you're having to choose against, you know, whether it's addiction, whether it is having to choose between something that's toxic, be it food or, you know, people, or even like limiting beliefs, right? Like, you know, and it might be that, you know, just, you know, choosing, I kind of heard whether you're going to choose yourself or choose others. Now my heart's going off on that one. And that can mean like a lot of different ways. But I feel like there's been, you know, temptation in your life, and that might be why like, I feel so down, like, I feel like I want to hug you, like you feel so tender here, and it feels like you've been fighting really hard. I mean, you've been, you know, successful at fighting, but it's not lost on me that it's been hard. And I, you know, that comes from this fighting spirit, comes from something within you. It really does. And I feel like in that, you're going to be presented with an opportunity. It's going to be, again, very, you know, like a material thing. You know, it's going to lead you to something that is, that's positive, that you feel fulfilled. And when you're fulfilled, you don't really need, you know, the temptations, the things that, you know, used to tempt you won't do that anymore, and so you'll be breaking chains, which I'm super excited for you, pile number 4. Let's see, hopes, fears going into 2024. Spirit, hopes or fears might we need to know about? So it feels like this one was coming up. Okay. So this is, and I am feeling like this is upside down. 2 of Pentacles. So 2 of Pentacles, usually when it's right side up, has to deal with balance, you know, balancing your finances. And obviously if it's upside down, it means that, you know, things are rough when it comes to finances, and things, at least like fear wise, it's, you know, feeling like things are out of balance, you know, specifically materially, right? Like, it might be hard to juggle things. It feels like there's chaos, like, feeling like you're kind of moving around and being tossed around, like that life is kind of like pushing you around. You know, that's where that 7 of Wands feels like that. I mean, you're standing up for yourself, you're doing that, but like, it's like feels like you're kind of trying to roll the punches that are given to you. But you kind of feel disorganized. And so I think that, like, this year, since this is in the hopes and fears position, I feel like you may be worried about getting out of balance, you know, in 2024, at least, or maybe taking on too much here. Let's see where the final one ends up being. Got me curious. Before this one kind of standing out to me. Hearing upright. So, oh my gosh, yes. the sun. This is awesome. So the sun, I absolutely love the sun, for many reasons. But the sun is, one of the best, cards of the deck. Whatever you're going through, pile number 4. I know that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of, like your bumps and bruises. You feel like you've had to protect yourself. You're doing that, but it's going to end in success. You're going to be happy. This is joy. Like, this isn't just like happiness. This is like feeling joy. This is so in connection with this fulfillment here. It's just like you're being recognized for your efforts, like think about, the sunlight being in the spotlight. And it's so interesting, all of these kids, right? Like, you've got you've got Paige here. You have this child that's in the sun on this horse. It's like, it kind of feels like kind of a dream world, right? Like, it's I hear like reclaiming your inner child. Oh, which I love that for you. This might be an opportunity that you be able to reclaim that inner child. Maybe lean into some creativity in the upcoming time. So, regardless of whether your fear is that you might be off balance and all of that, don't give in to that temptation. You have that opportunity to break that cycle. And you have a choice here. You can make that choice. And, if you choose yourself, the sun's awaiting you. This is really, really awesome. I'm excited for you. So I wanted to do some tea leaves for you so we can find out a little bit more about what's going on in your 2024. I'm feeling this one. So let's see. Stop, y'all. I can't even make this up. Sun, happiness and well-being. My God. Amazing. Like, I'm like, I should just stop there, but I'm not, because I'm nosy. All right, so let's see. I've got these two here. I'm not feeling these. Oh, I got 3. Okay. Oh gosh, got a bunch of them. Can't really get too many tea leaves. So, sincere wish will be granted. You'll receive a gift. Wow. Look at this. We got 2 monthly cards. So April and September. So be on the lookout. These are standing out to you. 4s are, I would say look for 4s and look at 9s. This could be a variety of different ways. This could be, looking at the, multitude of 4s, say, 4 weeks, 4 months, like that type of thing. Or 9 weeks, 9 months, that type of thing. But, definitely keep a lookout here. You might be seeing some opportunities here, since this kind of, got put around here, that you might be getting some opportunities that might stand out in that April and September time frame. But I'm kind of speechless that the sun ended up coming out there. Let's see. I've just got this new deck that has to do with angel numbers and messages, and see if we can get some guidance here for the collective here. Ooh, 2020. Okay. So it's a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts. You will receive a gift. Because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Stop. Wow. And we have the pentacles here. Be of service to other. Your potential is enormous. And it's talking about compassion. So a little numerology here too has to do with partnership. and 0 is usually, God consciousness there. So the biggest thing here, and if you add all of these together, it equals 4. That's usually like building something. But also, you have your, like partnerships with others, and you also have, like the God consciousness. So you may be receiving, some spiritual gifts in 2024 to be thinking about. I just 2020, yeah, these all together, and it's 4. This might be your year, pile number 4, and your pile number 4. I mean, come on, like, can't really do anything different with that. So let's see. I'm feeling, yeah, these two here. Let's see what else we've got for you. Okay, so we've got 0110. Go after what you want. Unique destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easier for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. Have you been trying to defend yourself because you feel different? Or maybe you've been afraid to stand out? Like, I mean, obviously it says your dreams will soon come true, like the happiness and well-being. So maybe that choice that you're having to take is, again, like, you remember I heard that choosing you, like, maybe it's to be authentic to yourself, to honor, like, those different types of things. And I know that things may be coming to you fast, but it looks like you have some amazing gifts. It says you will receive a gift. Maybe you might be recognizing a new gift in 2024 that will, not only bless yourself, but bless others too. And I mean, we got unique skills again. Like, I mean, okay, so obviously you've got some skills that you need to really lean into and honor. So this is 1441. This one says unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you master. And, the pages are kind of known for that, like trying things out, again, that playful, childlike energy. If you mess up, it's okay. Like, you just try it again. It's not like that. Get into that kind of mindset of a child, and, just have fun. Like, be yourself. Like, this is, like, it says leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. And, and it's also serves for your true purpose. And it looks like you find that. Like, it really does look like you find that, pile number 4, with the sun, the cups, and even though things might be overwhelming for you, like, you've got so many amazing things that are going on. Like, stick to your beliefs, have compassion on yourself, remember to choose yourself with this, and also remember to, kind of, look out for April and September. Those might be significant months for you. You might see some shifts there. But I mean, I'm blown away, pile number 4, with your reading. I've absolutely enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. It's always been a pleasure here doing this with you. Again, if you are interested, definitely give me a comment if any of this resonated with you. I do want this to be a community where we can kind of learn and grow together. So I'd love to hear whether these are resonating with you, or if you have a question that you'd like to ask for the collective. I might have that in a reading later on. But until the next reading, remember that I love you and we are all in this together. Bye.